Yes, sir, and we are here live at Sam's Bar and Grill for Soul Connection South Jersey. You know how we do. We do this every Monday from 7 to 10, and we're starting a new segment called Digging in the Crates, which actually we're not just starting it. We've done two already, one with Sean Wright, one with Thaddeus Gaskins, and today we have Kathy Gordy Mathis, and we're going to be digging through the crates with a couple of 12 inches and albums from back in the day, and just talking about them and giving feedback. Shout out to everybody who's going to be at the Soul Connection Philly tomorrow at Tasty D's, where we have a big panel that includes Nyla Mathison-Jones, Shyster, Cool DJ Frank, Mike Dennis the filmmaker, and Darren Henson, who's produced records with Jill Scott and also DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Our first topic of conversation is a little LP called, actually a 12-inch called Self-Destruction by the Stop the Violence Movement. Now, when you hear self-destruction and the Stop the Violence Movement, what comes to mind?
It brings to mind what was going on in the tail end of the 80s when the game of rap started to change, where the West Coast became more prominent and things became a bit more violent. And that's basically what it reminds me of.
Yeah, they kind of took it back to the roots, like what Bam and them were doing when they started the hip-hop movement to try and save people's lives and keep people from fighting and whatnot. I remember as a DJ, I tried to find old records by each one of the artists that I could mix in for all of their parts. And ironically, a number of their parts matched songs that they had previously done before. Who do you think really shined on this record?
I think Miss Melody and KRS-One, definitely.
Miss Melody? Wow, okay.
Well, she was kind of in the forefront because she was with Beauty Pigs, KRS-One, DJ Scott Rock, so.
That was like the last time we heard from Melody, right?
Yeah, basically.
Maybe we heard from her on Heal Yourself too. Was she on that one?
That I'm not sure, but she was in I'm Gonna Get You a Sucker.
She was on it, and I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Okay. I know that one of the lines that still stands out with me after all these years was Cool Mo D when he said, "I never ever ran from the Ku Klux Klan, and I shouldn't have to run from a black man." Do you remember what you were doing when this record came out?
I was actually in college when this record came out.
Any particular stories you can share? Wow. Okay, so we're gonna move right on. I may have to edit that part out.
Nope. No shame in my game. None at all.
No shame in your game, none at all?
None at all.
Okay. All right. One of the other things that stood out for me on this record was the fact that Heavy D was on this record, and normally he told people he liked to do party jams rather than, you know, preaching songs.
Right.
And, you know, he was on this. You know, I give credit to all of the people who appeared on this because it wasn't a record, ironically, that didn't make a lot of money. I'm surprised. I think it barely went gold. That's the biggest surprise to me because I know this was like a real hot record on the streets.
Yeah, it definitely got a lot of airplay. Definitely.
Okay, so self-destruction. We'll move right along. The next joint I want to talk about is My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me. The Ghetto Boys, Mr. Scarface, Bushwick, and Willie D. So what do you think about when you see or hear this record?
I actually think about the video when I hear this record. That's the first thing that comes to mind, and just the whole storyline. I think it was an excellent storyline. Though it was a bit violent, but they were talking about things that they experienced, so I can't fault them for that.
True indeed. The main thing I remember about this record was when it first dropped, I could not stand it. I didn't like it. I didn't see what all the hype was about. And little by little, I think maybe after I saw the video for the 5th time, I got it. The other thing that stands out to me is that when this record came out, I had no idea what a great rapper Mr. Scarface was. He went on to do A Minute to Pray, A Second to Die. What's the other one he had? I can't think of the other song he had, but he's done a number of hip-hop classics since My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me.
And Bill has became quite the actor after that.
Oh yeah, he beat up Martin and Tommy on Martin's show,
But
right?
he's been in quite a few things since this album dropped.
Really, these guys put Texas on the map even before like Destiny's Child, even though they're totally different music. We really haven't heard anybody else coming out of the Texas area since then.
Not that you would remember anyway.
Exactly. So I think these guys are real underrated. They've had a couple of other records. They did a remake of The World Is a Ghetto on the original Gangsta soundtrack. That I thought was a great album, a great single anyway, but again, it really didn't blow up. This is the biggest thing that they've ever done together. So, okay.